Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa and it's not going to be a lovey-dovey one on this channel today. If you're a die-hard fan of Yara and you don't want to hear anything offensive about it, please skip this video because I have all the flankers of Yara. I have all 4 of them and I have something to say about them, but not like in a very positive way. So please skip if you know you're going to be offended, because fragrances are very subjective and this is solely my opinion on these Yara and its flankers. Let me start off by saying that I have previously done a video where I featured all 3. When this one hadn't come out, the 2s had not been released. I did a video and I ranked these 3, so you can just check in the description. I will just link that video for you to at least know my thought about this. I'm not going to do any review here. I'm just coming to give my updated thoughts about these fragrances, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So these 3 have been with us for some time, and Lattafa recently added the Yara 2s to it, so it is like the new shiny thing. And let me tell you this is my when it comes to bottles, I think this is the most beautiful amongst them because it's got this sort of pumpkin mustard sort of orange color, and to me this is the most beautiful color, but not the most beautiful fragrance amongst them. Let me tell you this, I'm getting a bit tired of Yara and its flankers because first of all, the original Yara was nothing that has, till this day has wowed me. I have allowed this one to sit for about 8 months in my collection, and I just feel like it is not my personal, preference when it comes to fragrances. It's not because I don't like girly fragrances. This one people have said it's like a strawberry milkshake, which I don't really get. This one has not been my favorite. I tested this one long before I even got Yara Moi, because this one came out initially, and I tested this one for over a year. I never really liked it, but when this one came, I didn't get the opportunity to test it, and I just grabbed it, and then when I got this one, I was like, okay, let me just get the OG Yara, which I did. I really do not gravitate towards it for the most part, and then they have recently come up with the Yara 2s. For me, these 3 do not live up to any hype, For example, if I want to compare this to any of the Lattafa lines that they have, or collection, I would say I prefer something like the Badi Oud line. I like the Badi Oud line much more than I like this one. Even the Anna Beard line is to me much better than this one. I do not really gravitate towards them. The only reason why you see me having all of these is because I simply picked up this one, which was like okay to me, and then it just piqued my interest to try the OG Yara, and as soon as I picked it, I didn't like it, but I just felt like I was invested now. But I think I got Assad, but I don't think Assad is not a flanker because it's a different fragrance altogether. This is the only masculine one amongst these 3, and it is the undisputed numero uno in my collection, like in my collection in terms of this collection, or in terms of these bottles. This one is still my favorite. The rest, I don't know, I don't really know how I feel about them. I can only say they are not my favorite. I feel like this one is like very young and juvenile, and then this Yara Moi is a bit better. The scent profile is not like the most favorites, but I just like it because it reminds me of it's like a calming sort of fragrance to me. This one I find a bit calming, and I've associated this one with like a lactation. I just feel like this one is suited for like a new mother, because of that lactonic cookie sort of floral. I guess have perceived this one as more for lactating mothers, for some reason. This one, I'm not too sure how I feel about it. It is quite new. I'm allowing it to macerate, then I can give an update, but it is still not a wow fragrance to me. It is still not a wow fragrance to me. I think at this point, Lattafa should stop the Yara line. That is my personal opinion. I think at this point, Lattafa should stop the Yara line and give us something new. I like the Badi Oud line, but I still don't want any flanker of the Badi Oud anymore. Just give us something new. It's getting too old with the flankers, and I would even appreciate it if the flankers were something spectacular, but these 3 are nothing spectacular, nothing wow. I guess feel like they are just playing on us, because they know Yara, the original one, was super hyped for whatever reason. I do not know. It was super hyped and people fell for it. example, I fell for it, so I have all three of them, including Assad, you know. So there's a market for it. You know, people are willing to spend their money on fragrances, but please do not play with us again. You know, just give us something worthwhile. I don't see anything, you know, spectacular, super, you know, amazing about these. These are like everyday fragrances, quite tropical, quite juvenile for these two. You know, this one I like a little better. I guess for at this point, Lattafa should please give us something like the Pride collection that they did, because I think the Pride collection is one of the best collections that they have they have released in the past year, you know. Although that one has a lot of fragrances which are, you know, not new, they are also used, but I just feel at least they gave us some value for money. These ones I'm not too sure, you know, I'm not too sure with these ones at all. I know people praise them, you know, especially on TikTok. I don't know why people praise them, you know. And as for this one, I believe it is only being high because it's the newest, shiniest thing, you know. I super love the bottle. The bottle is amazing, especially in person. It is very beautiful to look at. If you like them, please go ahead. I'm not going to spoil anybody's market, you know. People are selling it, so obviously people are going to get. So all I have to say is, please, if Lattafa wants to come up with a new flanker, they should really suspend that and give us a different fragrance altogether. We have spent a lot of money buying these Ciara flankers. I don't think, you know, I don't think I'm the only one complaining about it, you know. I think I've seen other videos where people have not been so appreciative of these two, and I'm yet to hear a lot of opinions about this one. The only one that I would highly recommend is the Assad, like 100 million times, you know, over. Just grab this one. But this one is like a little to the masculine side, although quite unisex in my opinion. I think this is my own plea to Lattafa. I love your fragrances. I adore your fragrances. I think we've had enough of the Ciara flankers because they are nothing wow. They didn't do it for us. We are ready to support your business because we love your fragrances, but give us something that is worth our money. You know, I think this one is about $20, you know. That is how much I got it, around $23, so it is quite affordable. At this point, all I have to say is a plea to Lattafa. I love your fragrances. I root for them. I buy them. There's not even a single fragrance I have here that has been given to me for free. I buy them with my own money, but I guess we'll plead with Lattafa to stop the flankers on these. You know, this to me is a very different fragrance altogether. You know, it is still my undisputed number one. You know, that is my undisputed number one, and probably in this scenario, if I have to rank them, I'll still rank this one as my number 2, and then I'll rank 2s as my number 3, and this is still going to remain as my last, you know, position, because I guess for like this one is new, I need it to macerate for the most part. But even the initial spray, it's not like something that is like wow to me, you know. I am so disappointed and, you know, heartbroken, you know, and I don't intend to give any negative reviews for any company, you know, because we are with you, we love you, we purchase your products all the time, so please give us something new. I'm not saying these fragrances are bad at all, you know, because I've seen worse fragrances. I've seen worse fragrances in terms of the scent profile, the performance and everything. I've seen worse, but I feel at this point, Lattafa is just playing with us, and we will appreciate it if you give us something new. You know, we don't want any more flankers on this one. You know, people will buy this one because it's new, and I support your business, but please, I think we should just move, you know, and then get us something different, something new. We really appreciate, let me say, I appreciate everything that Lattafa does. Like, for the most part, I buy Lattafa, I buy Alhambra, I buy, you know, Azafaran, you know, all of them are sister companies. I buy all those fragrances and I appreciate them, you know. So please just give us something spectacular, something new, something worth our money, and so that we have something, you know, something more positive to say about your fragrances. So I don't know, people might disagree with me. That is why I said you should skip this fragrance if you're a die fan heart of Lattafa, of Ciara, you know. And that is all I have for you. That is actually all I have for you, and I hope that you found this one helpful. I mean, you might disagree with me, but that is my personal opinion, because I use my own coins to get these ones, and I think I'm entitled to some opinion in one way or the other. So thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.